How's it going, YouTubers? Cornwolf here, and to quote one of my favourite wrestlers from the 90s, early 2000, it's time, once again, to climb aboard the hype train. So here we are with some Forza 6 announcement, and I just thought I'd call it the hype train because it looks fantastic. Hopefully it's going to be good. I've got full confidence in Turn 10 delivering this and making this probably one of the greatest sim racing games we've seen in a long time. It's their 10th anniversary, so I think they're putting a lot of time and effort into it. I think they've learned a lot of from some of their mistakes and things they've missed out. But anyway, so probably the second one I've done. It's been a while since I've done a Forza 6 video. I was a little bit disappointed with the last one from E3, to the point I didn't do any other videos up until now. I was just, like I say, disappointed with that video, but got to put that to one side and get on with it. So we've just seen the announcement from Gamescom, which has just happened, and basically they show this trailer, which is just in the middle here, which I'm going to put at the end of the video, all about driving in the rain and different things like that. So you'll see that trailer at the end of the video, but I'm just going to go across the things that you didn't see in that trailer, or they didn't announce. So basically, if we scroll down, we've got some new tracks, and this is the final 4 unannounced tracks from in Forza 6, and we're getting 2 back from Forza 4, which is the Samoan Raceway, which is formerly the Infinite Raceway, I think that's pronounced, and Hockenheim, which are 2 really good tracks, plus 2 brand new tracks, Monza and the Circuit of Americas. So Monza obviously is in Italy, and I know that's one of Stellistig's favourite tracks, so he'll be really happy to get that in. And I've driven this quite a lot in various other games, and it is a really nice track, so it's a very much welcome addition to the Forza franchise. Oh, I can't get my words out. Franchise. So that is a really nice track to drive around. It'd be really nice to get some of these cars around there, and just to see what we can do and add that into our racing series and things that we do. And also the Circuit Americas, which is in Austin, which is the I don't know what else races on it, but I know it's the one that was mainly built for the F1, and I think, if memory serves me right, Circuit of Americas is the one with the really steep incline for a racetrack off the start finish. So it'd be really interesting to drive that and see what cars we can get to bottom out on that. So it's really awesome news that we've got 4 new tracks, 2 from that we've not seen yet, or all of them we've not seen on the Xbox One yet, but 2 which they've pulled over from Forza 4, and the 2 new ones. But also they've built them from the ground up as well, so they've rescanned them all and done all those fantastic things on there. Moving on. They also announced just a few things to go over from the Gamescom, is online leagues, and basically they're showing off competitive multiplayer leagues for the first time at Gamescom, which I think you can go and experience for yourself. If you love online racing, the new leagues are feature that built for you. Leagues are brand new multiplayer feature to Forza 6, one that lets you compete in thrilling multiplayer races that are scheduled and based around each other's player skill and temperament. Now, what Dan Greenwald said at Forza about this at Gamescom is that it's going to reward those players that drive professionally and clean, and things like that, and obviously for winning. And it also inferred that when it says competitive multiplayer, it does infer that we're also going to be getting possibly prizes and different things for winning, whether that's in-game credits, in-game cars, or it could be bigger than that, who knows. So it'd be interesting to see how this works. We've not seen this before in Forza 6. I just hope they've taken the time to be able to do that. And it does say that it will change through time, in terms of like every week or every month there'll be different races, different tracks in different different leagues, which will also then mean that you'll develop through the ranks. From this is what I'm gathering from him. So you play with people in your similar skill sets. There might be a couple of races that you'll race in. So it'd be like me racing with maybe Racing Boy 77, and he might pan me on that first race, or someone that's fairly new to the franchise racing with myself and Stella and a few people from the forum, and it might put you in a lower one. But obviously we've got our own private lobbies that you can do for that, but that's if you want to do the league play, which sounds really interesting, and it's going to give a really nice driver division as they've just put it there on the screen. So that looks absolutely fantastic. This bit I've not read on, but watch live. So now they're putting a spectator mode in. I can't speak tonight. Spectator mode in Forza 6 multiplayer. So players will be able to spectate any multiplayer race, including league lobbies and traditional multiplayer races. When spectating a multiplayer race, players will be able to switch in real time between any of the cars in the race and choose from a selection of cameras, including game cameras and onboard car cameras, as well as telemetry data. In addition, players will be able to chat with other spectators or with players in the lobby. From league lobbies, we will be giving access to select broadcasters so they can broadcast, i.e. via Twitch, spectate league races on their own channel, which sounds absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't be surprised if Stella's trying to put something together now. I'm going to have a word with them after this, because this is awesome. If you can get the your races broadcast live on Twitch or wherever, so anybody that's interested in doing some broadcasting wants to do that, I would say hit Stella up with a tweet or something, or myself, because we're constantly doing different things over on the S2 forum, and this is awesome. It's something that means that we can have competitive racing on here, so Race TV, we'll be able to put that on there, and it's something that was really missing from Forza 5, because you wasn't able to do the spectator modes and make it into an actual broadcast as if it was a real race. So it basically opens it up for esports, which is brilliant. It may mean that you may see some of your famous racers back on the stage or wherever, competing in a real environment, if that makes sense, which is really good. A couple of other things to touch on. They were talking a lot about the weather and the day and night, and they were saying that they've gone to these tracks when it has been pouring it down with rain and pretty much looked at where the puddles form and roughly how deep they are, and that's going to show in the game, so you won't suddenly get a puddle that has never been on a certain corner. So if you watch a lot of racing, and you know a certain part of the Nürburgring there's a massive puddle which all the drivers swerve to miss, if it is raining that hard and there is that puddle will be there in real life. Well, not in real life, obviously it's there in real life, but it will be there on the game, and you swerve around it as you do see the drivers doing that, which is really good. Gives it that stupid, crazy, unbelievable realisticness to the game. They have said as well, with the day and night and with the weather, that the weather and the day and night only applies as it would do in real life. So if, for example, at the race circuit in Dubai, my words are failing me today, but Yas Marina, that's what I was looking for. Yas Marina very rarely rains. I'm not saying it never rains, but it very, very, very rarely rains out there, hence why we're in the desert. So you'll never race a wet race in Yas Marina. So it might not be to everyone's cup of tea that you can't put weather on that, but it makes sense that if there's never a wet race there, then why should it be in the game? Which also saves on various engine time and different things, I presume, within the coding, which is really good. And the same for the night racing. I don't think you can do night racing at every track, only if they do host a night race. But something else that Dan Greenwald said in the intro to the Gamescom trailer was that you can also have the lights are fully usable, all the cockpits have all been created, so it gives you the realistic environment, and I think it's got the most cars ever in any racing game ever, which is wicked. I welcome that with open arms, and they're all fully customizable. Awesome, absolutely awesome. And obviously we've only got just over a month until we get to this game, so I can't wait for it. Something like 40 days or something like that. And then just a final extra little bit for all you Forza Horizon 2 lovers out there that are still playing the game. I still play the game. I've not played it for a while, but it's still a really good game. Is they've announced a new car pack which is free for a limited time, I believe until the 11th of August, which it says there. After that, it'll be available for purchase, and the cars we're getting in this is the 2015 Volvo S60 Polestar, the 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona Hemi, which is the one with the ridiculous spoiler that you can just see there. The McLaren F1 GT, which is just there. And excuse me, I owe you all a beer for that noise. The Ford Mustang 2 King Cobra, which I presume is that one there. It looks like a Cobra version of the 18 wagon, the Fiat 8-valve Supersonic, and the Honda Civic Si, which I think is there, which is 1986. So you've got those to look forward to as well. And then it's just got a few more details just further down on their website here, looking at the Circuit Americas. And there you go, that's that incline that I was telling you about there, on there. Monza, which would be awesome to play. Samoa Raceway, which I do remember from Forza 4, obviously with its previous name. Hockenheim, which is awesome again. And then just one last bit here, I'm just going to give you some exciting news, and it's such a privilege to be able to put this on my YouTube channel, as I'm sure many other YouTubers are, but it's absolutely awesome that StuZib85 won the IGN livery competition, which was unveiled actually on a race car. I can't put into words how he must feel to see his livery on winning a competition, which up until about a month ago was US only, and then they opened it up to the UK, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, the UK do get shunned when it comes to these competitions, which is such a shame, because there are some fantastic UK livery designers. I would say it's about a 50-50 split, if not 60-40 to the UK guys that do the majority of my liveries and things. So it's fantastic that StuZib won, B, it's a UK guy, and the fact that it's on an actual car is just insane. It's awesome. I can't imagine how it feels to actually see the stick stood next to the car and with his livery on it. So it must be an awesome feeling. So I hope you all congratulate him on the Twitter with this livery that he's done, and the fact that he's won. I'm not sure what he has won, or just the glory. I would take the glory. I don't know if he's won anything, but hey ho, I think it's just the fact that he's seen that livery on a car. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Tried to make it as quick as possible without too much waffle, and we're just capping this off at just over 12 minutes here. So until next time, guys, stay tuned. Don't forget to jump aboard the hype train, and I shall see you all very soon for some more Forza 6 news.
When it's time, we race rain or shine.
Joseph Newgarden is a ferocious competitor. He just won in Toronto while racing in wet weather conditions. Having his perspective really helped us deliver an experience that speaks to players of all types.
Racing in the wet, everyone calls it the great equalizer because it's the toughest conditions you're ever going to run in.
When we decided to do rain, we wanted to do it in an impactful, authentic way.
The brake lights,
The spray, being surrounded by cars,
the way that the water shears off cars in front of you,
the windshield wiper in your face.
it's perfect.
We have 148 unique drivable surfaces,
Rumble strips, grass, gravel.
cement, tarmac. All of them had to feel unique,
There's a lot of different areas of the track that you have to make sure are correct.
each with different values for wet and dry. We approached researching this in the most authentic way we could. Going through old race footage, doing our measurements on the track itself, we were able to recreate where every single puddle was placed.
I get to drive multi-million-dollar simulators, and none of them that I've experienced have had wet conditions built into their model. So for Forza to be at the cutting edge of that is pretty cool.
And All Rain is running at the speed of simulation, at 1080p and 60 frames a second with 24 cars on track. All of this wouldn't be possible without the Xbox One.
Forza Motorsport 6 has reached a new level. They are always pushing the boundaries, and I think they always deliver.